Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason, and today we are back with some more Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Last time we dropped off some stuff to get repaired, and holy crap, even after waiting 48 hours, my little sword thingamabob is still not done. So yeah, that makes me really joyously happy. Alright, I guess we're gonna wait a little bit longer for Buddy to finish the job. I guess it says 2 days, but what it really means is that it's going to take, approximately 2 days. It might take a little bit more. So let's see, how much sunlight do we have left? It's about noon. What if we go ahead and maybe, I don't know, we'll loiter around for about 2 hours, and then maybe we'll loiter around again for another 2 hours, and then we're gonna go ahead and see if our sword is done. Now, last time, I think it was the last episode, I noticed there was a ring in my inventory, and I was like, what the heck is this? And I went and threw it in my wagon. However, if we go ahead and take a look at our journal here, which is no longer putting stuff up at the top, but rather it's, we'll say, sorting things by the initial task that I was supposed to do, it states right here that what's her face, Mini Sarah, gave us a Signet ring, or Signet ring, to prove my trustworthiness to the Knights of the Dragon. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that that's what that ring is for, that showed up in my inventory. Now, I've had a couple of crashes, so I'm just making sure that I still have the ring in my inventory. Now, there's another little thing I noticed. I guess I'll have to go into the wagon and get my ring. But this right here, this pile of 10,000 gold that's taking up 25.25 kilograms. Now, I'm wondering if this has anything to do with that reward I was given at the end of we'll say, other branch of the main quest. Because this money here is not accessible to me. If we look at my gold, it says I only have 23. 2,300. Well, 2,400 if you want to round up. So if I've got about 2,400, and there's a pile worth 10 grand here in my pockets, this is where my weight discrepancy is coming from. Can I use this? I can't use this. So this pile here, what if I were to put this on the ground and then try to pick it back up? Will that work? You know what, I'll try that in a second after I see if my sword is ready to go. It is ready, so we are basically ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead outside here, and we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves re-equipped, because that's what we should be doing, and we're getting ready for our little journey. We're gonna go ahead and save the game, and I'm gonna try dropping that stack of gold and see if maybe I can, kind of we'll say, remove it and then try to pick it back up, and maybe pick it up as if it's, we'll say, some money on the ground. However, it does have the green around it, which tells me that this might be considered a quest item, and as such, I can't, we'll say, add it to my normal gold. So we go ahead and grab that, and then we'll go ahead and say, you found 10,153 gold pieces. Bam, in our inventory. Check that action out. All right. So that is definitely gonna, we'll say, account for some of the encumbrance that we had. So I'm gonna go ahead now and go to the bank, which is just next door over here. And we're gonna go ahead and deposit that money. But because we waited so long, the lock has nothing to fear from us. Great. All right, so I waited a day to come on into the bank, and that way there I can go ahead and deposit my 10 grand in here, and now we have, a total of 40,000 gold pieces in our account, and our encumbrance is now at a lovely 65 out of 150, so we can carry a lot of loot now. So, now let's go ahead and get started with our little quest. Where we need to go is a place called the Devil's Jug in Penpath Dairy. So let's go ahead and travel off to Penpath Dairy. I think it's Penpath, right? Penpath. Yes, that sounds about right. Yes, do you wish to travel to Penpath Dairy? I would like to do so. We're gonna, do I want to travel recklessly? Sure, why not? We're gonna go ahead and travel recklessly over there so we can, I spent a couple days extra in that town, in Daggerfall, that I didn't want to, so I figure we'll make up that time by traveling a little bit quicker. Hey, could you direct me to... Actually, how big is this town? It can't be that big. No, there's only 2 different taverns it could be, so, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick one. So we're gonna go ahead and go to info mode. This is the Flying Hedgehog. That's, It's a very, very, we'll say prestigious establishment. But no, that's not where we want to go. We want to go to the Devil's Jug. See, I knew what I was going to say. I didn't need the game to remind me. All right, so you are not one of the regular patrons here, and you are exactly who I need to talk to. So, hey, which dungeon do I need to go to next? I am Courier Hawksley. I would not normally tell anyone who is not a Knight of the Dragon where to find Rodain Copperton. However, I am loyal to Queen Minisera. I also know that Rodain Copperton disemboweled the last person that tried to ambush him. In 10 days, he is due to be at the palace in Ripmore. Try him there. Alright, so we're headed to a place called Ripmore, and we need to go to the palace there. So, let's go ahead and, once again, fast travel, I'm assuming. We're gonna go ahead and find Ripmore. It's not too far away. Yes, I would like to travel to Ripmore. It's only gonna take us 1 day, cost us 5 gold, and we've now find ourselves in the lovely, or outside the gates of the lovely town of Ripmore. Alright, so we need to find a way over the nice large wall that stands before us. Let's just, we'll say teleport our way over. And by teleport, I do mean levitate. Same thing, right? You know, one basically involves just disappearing and then reappearing elsewhere, and then the other one involves actually flying. The evening gown of venom spitting. If I recall correctly, this is levitate. That's right, of venom spitting. You are levitating, yep. See, that's how it works, but for some reason I can't fly up. There we go. It wasn't letting me float upward. Now, I could have just climbed the wall, but why do that when we can enter the town in style? Alright, so we're now floating down. Now I need to find the palace. Now, the palace will probably be pretty easy to spot on our map. It's probably this place right here. Dang, this is a pretty big town. I don't think it's that structure over there. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this here is the palace. So we're gonna go ahead off to the palace. Wow, I can really move here. I can fly right over buildings. I should be taking advantage of that more often. There we go. There are no obstacles. So I suspect that this is going to end up being a dungeon because, you know, they're always dungeons. I love how we got these sort of dungeons right in the middle of town. Like, I don't know, it just cracks me up. But then again, you know, I shouldn't say that. We don't know. I'm gonna save this as dungeon though. Yeah, we're totally saving this as dungeon 15 because we're about to enter another dungeon. Oh, the lock is nothing to fear from me. Is that a fact? Oh, it is a fact. All right. Well, let's go ahead and try to use a little bit of magic. What about Steve? Steve, can you help me out here? Oh, Steve can help me out. Now, since I am in the palace, am I inside the palace? I don't even know if I'm in the palace. What if I'm not in the palace? I might not be. Holy crap. All right. I left and then the door relocked, so I had to re-unlock it. So I've gone ahead and I've spent a lot of magic on Steve here just to verify that I am indeed in the palace. I love how my frame rate just tanks. This kind of a layout, you can obviously tell that the engine is strained to render all these different objects and you know, the objects and everything just the way it is. You can tell that this is very hard on hard on the engine, basically, to execute this. But we're looking around for our good friend, whatever his name happened to be, Rodain Copperton, I believe is. Yeah, I think that's what his name was. So we're gonna go ahead and walk around the palace here, try to find him. Like, who lives in this palace? This doesn't exactly strike me as the most populated place, but then again, Jason, it's the middle of the night. You know, someone's probably sleeping. You know, that's probably a very good point, but I'm willing to bet even if we went upstairs, we would not find anybody sleeping. We would just be walking around in this palace, empty. What was that? A door opened. I don't know from which direction that came. Was it over here? Did I open this door, or did someone else open the door? Hello? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that. It's probably just like an enemy, because as we've learned throughout, we'll say, the course of playing this game, is that whenever we'll say a combatant or, you know, combatant type NPC nears a door, they will go ahead and open it. You know what? Let's go up the stairs. It might have come from upstairs. I really hope it's not a combatant. I want to talk to people. Maybe I should switch to dialogue mode. There we go. Hello? Actually, I'll put away my sword so I don't seem as threatening. So maybe I can be like, hey, how's it going? I totally broke into here, but it's okay. I'm cool. And maybe they won't try to kill me. There's got to be someone else in here though, because somebody opened the door. Now this looks like this might be a door to the outside. Let me take a look at the. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's not a door to the outside. I got to be sure to look at my map periodically to kind of make sure that I'm not exiting through an outside door, because as we've learned before, these kind of palaces, they've got no problem with maybe making this door here, for example, which opens up to the outside. Even though we're on the second floor, they'll drop me. They don't care. I'm pretty sure that will bring me outside. I'm not done exploring in here yet. I need to open every door. And oh, here we go. We got a locked door, and the lock clicks open. Hello. I like the layout of this. I just wish it ran better in the engine, because I like we got this sort of dividing wall, but it's got an opening here. I don't know. It's got an interesting architecture to it. It's not the standard, you know, room with a hallway, room with a hallway, room with a hallway. We've, you know, got some design in this. This is out of all of the different places I have visited while playing Daggerfall. These palaces, these, well, I guess I wouldn't call these palaces. I would call these more like mansion-ish type things, but these places have been my favorite just because of the way they are designed. They're interesting to look at. Let's go through here. All right, this leads us up to the roof. Actually, I'm stuck in the floor. Yep, I'm totally stuck in a wall. I'm gonna try to. All right, the lock is nothing to fear from me. Excellent. All right. Yep, there's nothing here, so I am now trapped outside. I'm like, no, let me in. Okay, can I break my way in? I'm gonna just break my sword on this stupid door. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go ahead and use Steve again. Steve? No, that's right. I gotta go into grab mode when I'm using Steve. Or maybe not. It won't let me in through the door. Why can't I go through the door? Holy crap! Holy crap! What the heck? Oh no, I think I killed someone important. I didn't read what was said. Okay, after I was getting frustrated, I loaded my game and I came back to the bottom floor here. And I heard the door opening, you know, kind of moving like a few times, and I was like, where the heck is that coming from? And I could not figure out where it had come from. So I was looking around, and then as you were able to see, as you were able to catch, I did get ambushed by the guy, and that really startled me. And he said something, but I was pressing enter and crap so fast that I totally missed what he. Oh, freaking! I hate this place. Okay, I found him. All right, let's go ahead and save the game before I interact with him this time. All right, I'm gonna try and talk with him. I'm gonna be like, peace, don't attack. I see a Nightblade. I know I see a Nightblade. I'm trying to talk to him. No, you're not gonna let me. Okay, let's just backstab him then. Ah! You should never have tried to investigate the Emperor's letter, Alexis. Now you will have to pay for it with your life. Oh, a double cross! I like it! The Nightblade just died. Alright, so it would appear that you've got gold, and I'm okay with that. Thanks for dropping some gold there, buddy. So, I suspect if we go ahead and check our journal, we're gonna get something telling us that, hey, we were double-crossed by the Queen. Let me see. Minisera's signet ring bought the trust of Carolee Hawksley. She told me that Rodain Copperton would be in Ritmore at Palace in 4 days' time. Is that all? Because I came here, and I basically just ended up in a fight with this guy, and I was basically betrayed. Like, I suspect that wasn't the guy that we were looking for. That wasn't Rodain Copperton, because then it would have had his name. I suspect that there was someone that they they sent here to kill me. Like, yeah, go hang out over there, and then when Alexis shows up, you know what, take her out. And that's, I think, what happened there. Okay, so I think we need to go back and talk to what's her face. Either one of them actually will work. Either the queen or the other lady at the inn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna do. So let's go ahead and head on back there so we can sort of interrogate them as to, you know, why they're trying to kill us. At least that's how I'm understanding things. Is that, you know, I was asking around about the letter. They obviously want that covered up. Like, I don't know, the mother might be, I don't know. The mother's probably covering up for, but no, wait, the mother is not covering up for the, I'm trying to think about that. Mini Sarah, she's the mother of the king, not of the queen, correct? So what is this? That's a residence. That's not what I'm trying to get into. Oh, I almost broke into the wrong place. Yeah, this one actually has a sign, Jason. All right, the Devil's Jug, you're still here. Let's go ahead and save this as something. I don't know. You know, I'm just gonna use my end save slot, just in case here. Let's go ahead and talk. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh, you won't talk to me now. Okay. So, wait. Alright, I came back to Ripmore here, and today is the 15th of Evening Star, a holiday reverently observed by the temples as Northwind's Prayer. It is a thanksgiving to the gods for a good harvest and a mild winter. Some years, like this one, the harvest was not particularly good, and the winter unseasonably harsh. In Ripmore, but as the king is fond of saying, it could be much worse. The temples The temples offer all their services, blessings, curing, healing for half the donation usually requested. Well, that's fantastic. The reason why I came back here is it occurred to me, the way the journal entry is written here, it states that he would be at the palace in 4 days' time. It is the 14th. So, depending on how they're numbering, if they're counting the 14th or they're counting whatever, you know, I'm gonna be open to a range of days, but depending on the number of days, or depending on how they count it, he's probably not there yet. It's probably, I should wait until like the 18th or so. So since today's the 15th, you know, maybe we could check out the temple or something in the meantime. We've got to kill some time before we can go ahead into the palace and double check to make sure that we don't miss, what's his face. You know, for all we know, maybe he's here during the day. When are you open, palace? Seriously? Are you just always closed? You're always locked? I think that's probably the case. Holy! Man, this game is scaring me left and right. All right, so I did sort of rest around. I could have stayed in town and I could have done stuff, but I was just really curious as to what was going to happen. So I was resting and I came back and we are on the 18th. And I come through this door and I just come rushing through and we end up, and there's Mr. Rodin Copperton. So I was right. It was a good thing I read the, we'll say the journal a little bit more carefully. But it's interesting that someone is out to get me. So maybe that guy is not trying to get me as part of this quest, but just because I inquired with the queen. Ah, maybe the queen's got a hit on my head. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Ho! You should be warned that I am a knight of the dragon in the service of the emperor himself. If this is some ruse to ambush me, you will surely not live to regret it. Yes. I am Courier Hawksley. Really? You are? Wait, what? No, you're not. You're supposed to be Rodin Copperton. This signet ring proves that you are indeed in the service of Mini Sarah. Some time ago, I delivered a letter from the Emperor addressed to the Queen of Daggerfall. If I am not mistaken, Obki is the Queen of Daggerfall, not Mini Sarah. Tell Mini Sarah that I take my duties quite seriously. I would never knowingly deliver a missive to the wrong party. Queen Obki gave me this torque in gratitude. Show it to Mini Sarah so that she may know I am a loyal servant and faithful to my order. Okay, wait. Yeah, you're Rodin Copperton, but you introduced yourself as... Okay, there's some lovely dialogue. Okay, interesting. So, because Obki is the queen, he delivered it to her, but it was actually meant to go to Mini Sarah. Okay, maybe that's okay. I think I'm starting to piece things together. Now, before I go ahead and run back, I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and check my journal, because it seems like there's a lot of information here that we should be taking a look at. Okay, it looks like we've got nothing new. All right, so it looks like we are heading back to Daggerfall to talk to Minisera. So, okay, I was expecting to at least have to run through one dungeon on this little quest, but I guess it's a welcome change. Daggerfall, that's where we are headed. We're gonna do so cautiously, just because I want to arrive during the day. All right, so here we are now in Daggerfall. We're gonna go ahead and run over to the castle and talk to Minisera and be like, hey, yo, yeah, sorry. That's basically what it's gonna be. It's like, hey, yeah, we found out that. Okay, yeah. All right, now we find ourselves back in Castle Daggerfall, and we're gonna go ahead and once again come on in here and be like, hey, how's it going? Ah, now it makes sense. Uriel Septim addressed the message to the Queen of Daggerfall. When he sent it, I was Queen. By the time it arrived, my dear Lysandus was dead and Obki was Queen. We must find out what was in that letter. I have never trusted Obki. You know what? Neither have I. Yesterday, I received a letter from Princess Morgaya of Wayrest claiming to know something of the Emperor's letter. Now, there is a family that seethes under the rule of the Emperor. Oh, okay, I think there was supposed to be emphasis on the word there. Now, there is a family that seethes under the rule of the Emperor. Return to me if you find out who has the Emperor's letter. For now, you have proven yourself to me, Alexis. Keep the torque as a token of my gratitude. I have no desire to own anything of Obki's anymore. All right, so we got to go back and talk to Morgaya. Now, I find it interesting. Let's see, torque. You know, I'm going to go ahead and take that. Sure. Yeah, why not? Now, if I'm remembering correctly, didn't Morgaya already send us on a quest? She wanted us to go talk to somebody, right? Like Underking, was it? I'll have to go back and double check things. I'm pretty sure, though, that she already gave us the next part of the quest. I'll have to double check on that for next time. Sorry for the, we'll say the edit-heavy nature of this episode, and it might end up being a little bit shorter, but we've made some progress. So, if you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comments section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.